Skusta Clee, the untold story from controversy to greatness. You can love him or hate him, but you can't ignore him. Skusta Clee didn't just break into the music scene, he crashed through its walls, unapologetically loud, emotionally raw, and undeniably real. In a world where fame is fleeting and critics are ruthless, Daryl Jake Borja Ruiz, better known as Skusta Clee, has become a name that refuses to fade. He's one of the most polarizing figures in the Filipino music industry, loved for his innovation, hated for his confidence, yet respected for his consistency. But behind the headlines, controversies, and viral diss tracks lies a story of ambition, pain, transformation, and an artist who defied the odds to become a voice of his generation. If you like this type of stories, please like, share, and subscribe for more. The beginning, a dreamer from Taguig. Skusta Clee wasn't born into fame. He grew up like many other kids in Taguig, surrounded by challenges, uncertain paths, and the daily grind of survival. Music was his escape. While others saw rap as just noise or rebellion, Skusta saw it as freedom. It wasn't about rhymes, it was about release. His early verses were raw and imperfect, but they were honest. And sometimes honesty is louder than talent. With a cheap microphone and a laptop, he started recording. Not in state-of-the-art studios, but in cramped rooms with dreams too big for the four walls he rapped in. The internet became his stage. Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube, he poured his soul into them, one verse at a time. X Battalion and the viral explosion. Then came X Battalion, the rap collective that turned the local hip-hop scene on its head. Skusta was one of its pillars. His melodic hooks and streetwise lyrics brought something fresh to the table. While most rappers stuck to bars and punchlines, he sang his pain. He used auto-tune not just for style, but to amplify emotion. And Filipinos listened. Songs like Zebiana, Pawineko, and Dance With You became anthems, streamed by millions, echoed in tricycles, parties, and heartbreaks across the country. Skusta didn't just make music, he made memories. He tapped into love, loss, betrayal, and pride, feelings that every Filipino knows too well. And he did it in a language that didn't need translation. But success comes at a price. The hate, the headlines, and the heavy crown. As Skusta rose, so did the criticism. He was labeled arrogant, a bad role model, controversial. People dug into his personal life, dissected every line he wrote, and turned his relationships into tabloid fuel. His confidence was mistaken for ego. His silence during scandals was seen as guilt. He became the poster child of cancel culture, the artist everyone loved to hate. But here's the twist, he never stopped. While others would have broken under the weight of public opinion, Skusta turned the hate into fuel. He used every jab as motivation to sharpen his craft. He didn't beg for validation. He let the music speak. And the music kept climbing. In interviews, he rarely tried to explain himself. Maybe because he knew he didn't need to. He had already found his people, the fans who understood his imperfections, who saw his journey as a reflection of their own. For every hater, there were 10 listeners who related. And in this age of authenticity, that mattered more than popularity. Reinvention and legacy. Skusta Clee could have remained boxed in as a trap artist or a viral hitmaker. But he didn't. He kept evolving. His newer tracks show growth, not just as an artist, but as a man. You can feel the shift from reckless ambition to reflective storytelling, from cocky lines to introspective truths. He now speaks about fatherhood, maturity, and real emotions, not in a preachy way, but with the same rawness that made him famous. His music has become more than entertainment. It's therapy for him and for his listeners. This is the mark of a real artist, someone who doesn't stay in one lane. Someone who dares to grow in public, even when it's messy. Skusta's journey isn't perfect, and that's exactly why it's inspiring. He represents a generation that's tired of fake smiles and plastic fame. A generation that wants real talk, real pain, and real success. Skusta Clee didn't climb the charts with clean PR and polished lyrics. He climbed with scars and wore them like armor. The bigger picture. What makes Skusta Clee truly special isn't just his music. It's the fact that he survived. In an industry that eats its own, he stayed standing. He didn't let failure define him. He didn't let public opinion silence him. And most of all, he didn't stop believing in his voice, even when others tried to drown it out. He is proof that you don't need to be everyone's favorite to be great. You just need to be consistent, honest, and fearless. The hate didn't destroy him, it revealed him. And in doing so, he became something bigger than a rapper. He became a movement. Final thoughts, the sound of resilience. Skusta Clee's story is far from over. But even now, his legacy is being written, not by critics or headlines, but by the people who hear their own stories in his songs. Whether you admire him or not, you can't deny what he's achieved. He turned pain into purpose, doubt into dominance, and controversy into consistency. So maybe the real question is this: what's more powerful, being loved by many or being understood by the few who matter? Skusta chose the latter. And maybe, just maybe, that's what greatness truly looks like.